My family and I just put about 2,000 miles onto this 2013 GMC Acadia. This is the SLT1 version. This is a front-wheel drive. Does have a towing package, so you could tow a trailer on it. It's got a V6 engine that puts out about 288 horsepower. And we took this down to LA and to the beach, and then back to the San Francisco Bay Area, and then went to the beach again, and then went to the beach again. And it basically is really a fun road trip car. It's kind of a no-frills, nothing super exciting about it, but it's a good performer. We average probably around 19 miles to the gallon, which is pretty decent if you ask me for a car of this size. It actually seats obviously 2 in the front, 2 in the middle, and 3 in the back, and there's still lots of cargo room in the way back when you flip up the hatch, which I'll show you in a minute. But good performer, no complaints really, and we had a good time with it. So let's take a look at a few more of the features. So as I mentioned, this is a V6 and this is a front-wheel drive. There is an all-wheel drive version. You can see the engine, they keep pretty hidden away. So you can see it here, but it's also protected by the cover that you see there. The performance itself, it's not peppy, it's not a sports car, but it does have plenty of power. It gets you off the line fast enough, and you don't really feel any kind of lag when you're going up hills or anything like that. So we were pretty satisfied with how it performed climbing mountains and heading over to the beach. So this particular model retails for about $45,000 with a variety of packages. So it's got the entertainment package, which is definitely a lifesaver when you have kids and you're going on a long road trip. So there are wireless headphones that let you watch the movies or whatever you have. If you're parked, the movie also plays on the display in the front, but not when you're driving, obviously, because that's a distraction. So you can see the rear seat actually folds down if you want extra space to put all your luggage. This is how we traveled since there were 5 of us and a little dog. We pretty much loaded up everything in the back, and one child sat in the back. Fairly comfortable, big windows in the back, so it kind of eliminates any kind of motion sickness, hopefully. And it's easy enough to fold these down. And then in the middle row you have captain seats here, so there is some separation, making it easier to walk between to go back. You can also put a lot of cargo in the middle as well, and it also keeps 2 kids separated in case they're battling each other, so there's no more stop touching me type of thing going on. You can see there are also controls here for climate for the rear, and also controls for the movie and that sort of thing. The entertainment system, the package, does come with a remote control, which makes things a little bit easier as well. So in the front, there are definitely lots of places to stash things. You have your traditional glove box here. You have your cup holders. You also have a fold away here where you can put glasses and what have you. And then underneath you can see there's a power adapter there, and these are the headphones that you can use. There's also a sliding console here, which makes it really easy to stash other items that you might need. This folds down and it also slides forward, which is kind of nice to have. This is an automatic. It does have a low gear, so you can actually shift up and down. This is not like a sport shift. This is more for like if you're towing something or you want to slow down on a descent, that type of thing. So up on the top dash, there actually is a place where you can put your cell phones or your MP3 players. You can see there's a USB plug. I do wish there was a little divot to be able to put a cord out in case you wanted to run a cord down somewhere else, but it's nice having a compartment that is specifically devoted to that. The GMC also comes with Onstar. I don't know if you can see the button here, so it's always on. You can, if you subscribe to the service, you can get navigation, that type of thing. It notifies 911 if your car is in an accident, so it's always kind of nice to have that added protection. But that is a subscription service. So one optional upgrade is also having 2 moonroofs. So there's one that doesn't open in the back, which adds some space, and then there is a fully opening moonroof here. You can tilt it or open it all the way, which is always nice. So the gas mileage is rated at 17 city and 24 highway with an average of about 19 miles to the gallon. You can see our average for all of our road trips was about 18.8, so not bad, again, for a car this big. On the steering wheel, you have your regular controls. So here you have cruise control, easy to set and unset, accelerate, that sort of thing. You also have voice recognition here. You can change the sources on your radio. You have volume controls on the side, and that controls some of the tech. I like the voice response. The recognition seems to be pretty good. I used it for navigation. You just basically say destination, and it will prompt you through entering the name of a particular city and then the street, and it seemed to hit it just about every single time. It's got dual climate control. Like I said, there's some in the rear. You can also have either synchronized front seats or independent ones. The easiest thing is to just hit the auto, and it pretty much will maintain whatever temperature you set. You can see here I have it set to be synchronized. You can turn that off so that then you can make one side warmer or colder as you see fit. If you want to turn it off, it's a little less intuitive, but you basically spin the fan down and that turns it off. So I guess my only complaint is that I wish that the touchscreen was a little bit bigger. It feels a little bit cramped. It seems like there'd be more room here that we could play with, but for the most part, the controls are fairly intuitive. You get used to using the home button. There's a variety of different things that you can do. Navigation, now playing gets you to whatever source you're doing. You have a variety of sources, including AM, FM, XM radio, Bluetooth streaming. You can plug something into the rear as well. So lots of options there. Back at the home, navigation, you can even download weather, which is kind of a nice feature to have. You can get real-time traffic, and there are plenty of different screens that let you dial into different things. So something that I didn't play with was the Pandora or Stitcher radio. There are other options that you can do to hook up these applications. We mainly used XM for most of our audio, and then you have other types of connections therein. The navigation is pretty good. It's fairly easy to understand. It gives you a variety of ways to display how you want things. You can just click on the display so you can show the radio, the next turn, that type of thing, which is kind of nice. I do kind of wish that some of the turn-by-turn directions showed up here, but this is a very simple display. It just shows you gas mileage and distance to empty and how far you've gone and the time traveled. But overall, I like the GMC Acadia. This is the 2013. It's no frills, but it gets you there. It gets you there quite comfortably. Definitely recommend the leather seating if that's an option. And at $45,000, it seems pretty reasonable for a car that's this big. So if you want to read more about this, you can visit my website, and that's at www.HighTechDad.com, or you can ask me questions on Twitter, and I'm at HighTechDad. And be sure to like me on my Facebook fan page, which is facebook.com/HTD blog.